Hi,
Hello,
my name is Joe,
I'm Melissa.
and we are wedding videographers. So we thought it'd be fun actually to just see our first wedding film that we ever made together. And we thought it'd be fun to share it with you guys, as it's kind of been a long journey. We've been doing full-time wedding videography for about 4 years, but we kind of started, I guess it says 5 years. I thought it was 6 years ago. I think it's closer to 6 years. So we kind of started filming together like 6 years ago, but we've been doing this full-time 4 years now. But anyway, besides that, the main reason why we wanted to do this just was to kind of just share where we started and just kind of just share our first experience like filming a wedding and what you guys can learn from it as well, to maybe not do the same mistakes we did. And I made some big mistakes on this first one. Just a bit of disclaimer, the couple we filmed were was a good friend of mine. It was $200. It was just a friend of mine. We did videos back when I was a kid. He just asked me to do a wedding film for him, and I had never done a wedding film. So again, just a bit of disclaimer, they loved their wedding film and we loved making it, but just looking back at it, obviously there was a lot of room for improvement. And yeah, so other than that, I think we should just start.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're watching it together. It's been a while.
I want to say though, before we start, I very vividly remember this day. I think just because whenever it's your first time doing anything, it's very, it puts a big impression in your mind because it's the first time.
Yeah,
Right?
and we were dating.
We were dating.
So we wanted to make a good impression for each other.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. All right.
Get all that white.
Yeah.
Super blown out.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I didn't know this at the time, but like you'll notice a lot of the shots are like blue because I had no idea what white balance was. And so apparently my camera the white balance was off, obviously, but I didn't know that. And I didn't understand why it was so blue. But yes, now I know what white balance is. I think. No, I do. But again, know what white balance is when you start because the colors will be wonky. Oh my gosh.
That was me. I told us, I think I was like, we need to open all the windows.
Let's open it.
And I remember
You can't even see that.
you gave me a crash course, and I think I had the ISO all crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. That's nice. Look at that stabilizing action. I thought it looked so cool.
Okay,
Oh, it's
I-
cool transition
I
right
remember
there.
I was like, whoa, that shot is super cool.
It still holds up.
I showed this to my family, and they didn't care. But I thought it was so cool. Like I showed it to
They didn't
my
understand art. Oh, I can see the stabilization on that. Yeah, I used it on everything.
I also wanted to say, those shots of the little girl and the bride, you had like 3 shots of them. I was at that house for hours because for some reason I thought I needed to be there as soon as they started their makeup. So I was there for like,
This was our first wedding.
yeah,
Okay.
I thought I had to be there from the very beginning. I didn't know anyone, so I just kept filming and filming and filming, and it was like nothing was going on. It was a lot.
I felt like I must have just discovered like warp stabilization or something, because like I feel like I just put it on everything and everything's just like wonky. Okay. Casey.
You can see the difference between yours and my shots.
Look at those rigs. Warp stabilization.
Steph, we're about to get married today. I'm pretty nervous right now.
I think I just used like in camera like
Um,
mic.
I'm ready for
Oh,
whatever
look at that.
comes our way throughout this marriage. I love you, and I want to thank you.
I was proud of
for-
that shot.
Was it like, were you trying to be like artsy or something?
I was like, look at me.
And she's looking at you.
Yeah, I think I told her to look at me, but I thought I was being so artsy.
It's like so blown.
I know, I didn't even notice all that. I don't know.
doing the long distance
Okay.
with me. And
Anyway.
it was hard. 32 hours away from each other isn't easy. But you're a strong girl. I'm glad we made it this far, and I'm ready to see you walk down that aisle with your dress. And
That's
I
not
love you.
bad. It's just, I mean, it's just everything's blown out.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, I paused that. One moment. Okay. I thought that was like that was a
That's
nice
sweet.
moment. Yeah.
He's generally a keep to himself type of person,
Yeah.
I think. So,
Look at that. Is that you?
I don't know.
Pan shot. Let's go. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. Again, you can see my white balance is just totally off. Everything's just blue. Some good crying action. Yep. Oh, orb stabilization. There you go. But hey, it looks good. Some.
These are all my
Hey,
ones.
yeah.
Let's zoom in.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, so I do vividly remember during the ceremony, you like.
I did. No,
yes,
I was
I
gonna mention.
remember.
I embarrassed myself hardcore.
You didn't know though. You weren't
No,
embarrassed.
so you found a seat for me in the audience, and you're like, you're gonna sit here, and then you were like, just feel free to get up and like whenever. So like, I was sitting in my seat in the audience with my camera, and I was like, well, I'm the videographer. I gotta get up and walk around.
Yeah, but it was just I remember like I mean obviously I see like videographers and photographers like get up for when we like film ceremonies and stuff. But I just vividly remember like how awkward it looked seeing you. Oh, I remember why. It's because when you got up, you weren't filming the couple. You were filming the audience, and you like stood up in front of everybody, and then you were facing the audience, and you were just like, and then you were walking. You had high heels, so it was like kind of loud. You're like, I just remember that. I'm like, what is going on? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think of that every now and then.
Yeah.
And I shudder. A little bit of me dies inside.
It was fine, but I just.
But, you know, because like photographers and videographers, it's okay for them to walk around, but they're never sitting in the audience. I was like in the middle. I had an aisle seat in the audience. And from there, I was like, when do I get up?
I
So
think you
just, like,
can.
got up.
I mean, I've seen other photographers and videographers get an aisle seat. I think it was just
Well,
how it
they'll be in the aisle
played
seat
out.
for when they walk down the aisle. That's the only time. And then
Yeah.
I stayed there.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
stayed
know.
there.
It was just,
Yeah. It was our first wedding. I mean, come on.
oh yeah. So you can see me right there. You want to move your mouse there?
Right here.
That's me. Look at the heels. I put those heels on for the ceremony. I had a dress on.
That's great.
Y lo más importante es, dijo, tienes que amar a Jehová Dios con todo, con sus fuerzas, con su mente, con su corazón y con sus
Look at that over the shoulder shot.
energías.
Oh, yeah. And then some talking without talking. We don't hear
Ante
anything.
Jehová Dios y estos testigos, acepta usted, Mauro,
Oh, got some
Alejandro
nice crying
González,
shots.
a Stephanie Rosales,
So you can see if you move your mouse to point to it. There's where I
Oh, yeah, there you are.
I was moving all over the place in those
That's good.
heels.
You got the crying shot then.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, nice.
como esposa para amarla y cuidarla con ternura toda la vida, según la ley divina expuesta en
I feel like there's like some dead pixels or something on the sensor because I see some like dots. Okay.
las Santas Escrituras, para los esposos cristianos.
Oh
Sí,
yeah,
lo
I
acepto.
definitely see it. Yeah.
Sí, lo acepto.
Hermanos y amigos, me complace presentarles al matrimonio Alex y Stephanie González. Se pueden besar.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was just going crazy on that warp stabilizer. Warp stabilizer.
It was really cold outside, and I remember thinking we were outside forever.
That's not bad. I like that shot. Oh, that's you right there. I see you.
So that was my first time ever experiencing, is that a banda or a mariachi band?
I am not the best person to ask
That
this.
was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. And I just remember, I thought it was really cool, but they're very, very loud and they go on for a really long time. So it was a lot for me, especially because we had to have filmed for more than 12 hours that day, I feel like.
Probably.
So it's just at the end of the night, it was like, it was a lot for me. That's all.
Yeah. It was a long day. Yeah, I was like, why did we pick this shot? Why did I pick this shot? He's like stretching his mouth.
Well, they're being silly.
I don't know. I don't know why I picked that. The caricature was actually pretty cool. I don't think we've ever filmed another wedding that had a caricature
Yeah,
thing.
I
Yeah,
like that.
that was cool. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I cannot ignore like all this warp stabilization. Like I went to town with this. Don't do that. Please don't.
Pues nada, muchas gracias. Las pasamos todas. Y pues, I hope you all had a good time. Thank you.
Wow. Oh.
I like how I put so much work into that day. And it was so awkward and exhausting because I didn't know that many people. And
I didn't remember I
didn't
put
even
that.
get my name to it. I didn't even see that $200.
It went towards, it was for both of us.
That was before we were even engaged.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long we were dating, but I forgot I put that. You know, looking back, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I probably should have gave you more credit.
And here's the thing too. I don't remember you doing this as much at this wedding, but I remember at the next wedding we did after that, you were very like, we cannot talk to each other or dance with each other because we have to be professional. And I wanted to hang out with you. You were my boyfriend.
I did do that on this wedding. I remember.
And yeah, and I did not like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Especially, I mean, you want to be professional for sure.
But they're friends. So it's like, you know, you can dance.
Yeah. I think I took myself a little too seriously, like in regards to like we need to be like professional and like we need to come off like very professional, and you can still be professional and personable, but I think I took the professionalism like I think a little too far, where it's like we can't be dancing, like we can't do anything, like we need to be filming. And
Yeah, and you always wanted me to look busy. So I was like literally filming nonstop. I was just super excited.
yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, now we're a lot more balanced. because we've been in the wedding game a bit longer. But yes, I definitely was a lot more serious. Like, take your work seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. Obviously, be personable. You know, it's okay to just take your time, get the good shots that you need to, but also take care of yourself as well. Wedding days are long. But yeah, I'm sorry.
I married you anyway.
Yeah, it worked out for sure. Is there anything else that you feel like we could probably share that we benefited from our first wedding together?
I would say shadow somebody before you do your first wedding. Because that, I went in cold turkey. And I know you kind of gave me like a rundown on how it all works and how like the camera works and all of that, but I was by myself that morning. I wasn't with you at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's benefits to shadowing somebody. We've had that. We've had people shadow us and stuff, and it's been beneficial. But yeah, I guess going in cold turkey, if you do cold turkey, do it with like a close friend. A close friend that wasn't maybe expecting a videographer in the first place.
Maybe where videography wasn't high priority for them. It's just a nice
Yeah,
thing
just
that
for a
you-
friend. Yeah, and again, this first wedding was a friend of mine, and you know, it's $200, and I felt like we provided a 6-minute video for $200. They got their money's worth. But again, like there's things that we can learn from our first wedding film. It's not perfect, and you're proud of it for what it is at the moment, but it's fun to look back at it to see where you were and where you're at now, and that you're constantly looking at, okay, I'm doing better. I'm progressing. I'm getting better. And again, it's never fair to compare your step 1 to our step 10, because again, we've learned from our experiences. Our step 1 will be different from your step 1 and vice versa. So we should never be comparing ourselves. But again, just a beautiful reminder for ourselves that we learn from the weddings that we film, and we get better. That's ultimately what we want to do.
Yeah, I think without that film, we wouldn't have done the next one or the next one. So I'm grateful for this one because this is where we learned without a first film, you'll never get a second, third film or a 100th film. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching our very first wedding film that we ever did together. But have you ever wondered, what would I do if my car didn't start on the day of a very important wedding?
Well, it happened to us. If you're curious to hear about it, click on her face. Did they click it?